After watching this episode, I found myself respecting Luke for his bravery and courage in stepping up to the duel without changing his deck. Luke will be using spellcasters. Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Downton, and today let's talk about episode 78 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime series. An episode that wasn't as dark as 77, but still held great elements of tension and depth to it. So first things first, I want to talk about SEVENS overall at this moment in time, and give my personal opinions on the vibe and atmosphere that it's emitting. Obviously we've seen a massive tonal shift within the story. It's gotten darker, and this is thanks to the introductions of Nanaho and Goha Yuga, which of course we can all agree has been amazing. However, since the start of season 2, I just find that things have flown effortlessly together. Whether an arc's just ended and we've merged into another arc, it feels like everything is just going in one continuous storyline, which again shows great story writing, and SEVENS has done this consistently throughout, but I feel like season 2 has taken it to another level. We have a situation in where we've got Yuga/Luke versus Swirly/Goha Yuga. Protagonist versus antagonist. It seems like something will be ending very soon, but at the moment in time, I feel very far from that. No matter what the result of this duel is going to be, I still feel like there's still a lot of story and lore to be told moving forward, which gets me even more excited when watching the series. Now then, as for the episode itself, seeing the different clubs losing their memories I thought was fantastic. Because this not only showcases and explains the destruction Goha Yuga and Nanaho have been creating since their release. This is obviously because they want people to fight over which dueling format is the best. But this opening segment also helps to add pressure onto our main heroes, and adds a bit more of a sense of urgency within the kind of confines of Goha City. Our heroes know they're on a timer, because if Goha Yuga is left to run rampant long enough, destruction and chaos will befall the entire city, and flames will engulf everything. Now, I'm not going to lie, this opening segment kind of reminded me of when you would see people online arguing over summoning mechanics, and which one is better. Because some people like XYZs, best one, others like fusions, synchros, whatever. Everyone has a favourite, but at the end of the day, we all enjoy dueling, so what's the point in fighting about it? Staying with the characters, and more specifically Goha Yuga, I love seeing the continuation of him acting sinister, and allowing us to explore more of his ideology and personality. We know that he loves beating and tormenting his opponents when dueling. This is because he sees dueling as a showcasing of strength. And well, he loves destruction on top of that. But one personality trait that Goha Yuga displays within this episode that I absolutely love was confidence. This bad boy is oozing confidence, and it makes perfect sense that he does this. He's just beaten Yuo, the only character that was able to seal him away while using the same deck that Goha Yuga was using before being sealed away. Meaning that there's no way of Goha Yuga having fusions or maximums in a duel where Yuo's deck was ultimately improved thanks to the addition to fusions. In other words, Goha Yuga's cards were outdated, yet they're still insanely powerful. Therefore, he has a lot of right to be confident in his own skills. Goha Yuga doesn't even flinch when Yuga uses Mirror Force to destroy Gun Leon, because he knew all along that Gun Leon wouldn't be gone for a long period of time. In fact, he already had countermeasures set up in place. On a side note though, how awesome was it seeing Mirror Force within this episode? Did Yuga make Revolver proud? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Another example of Goha Yuga showcasing confidence within this episode, as well as excitement, was when Luke stepped up to take Yuga's place. Goha Yuga didn't protest or argue this fact. He simply smiled and relished in the fact that he now has a chance to defeat quite possibly the best duelist in all of Goha City. If Luke does get memory wiped or persona released, what will happen? If only someone made a video about that. Now, of course, with every episode, there's always something that was odd or puzzling. And with this one, did anyone else find it odd how the crew kept referring to Goha Yuga as Swirly? Bearing in mind that the friend that they all shared was Swirly, and not this evil psychopathic villain that wants nothing but destruction and chaos. I think even a Luke can see that there's a personality difference between Swirly and Goha Yuga, despite Goha Yuga coming from within Swirly. Pause. Swirly was kind, respectful, and loved cards of all shapes and sizes, and dueling in general, where Goha Yuga craves torment, destruction, and pain, and sees dueling as a way to hurt other people. It's weird how the crew don't refer to him as Goha Yuga, and instead the friend that they know called Swirly. I just found that strange. And I guess while I'm talking about more strange things, our heroes are surprised when Goha Yuga uses Gunleon's attack against Yuga. Obviously using his skill as well and getting it up to 7,400. Yuga even explains that that's probably his strategy, and they've seen him use his strategy against Yuo just probably a few days ago. So why the weird reactions? I have no idea. Why does it come as a surprise to Yuga of all people? Blows my mind completely. Okay, so let's move along to Oda Yuga. This episode was a psychological and physical strain from main protagonist, as yes, he blames himself for the release of Goha Yuga, and has been working endlessly on a plan to lure him out and stop him from doing chaotic evil things. And this plan was a good one, however, it does showcase a bit of naivety from our main protagonist, as all he asks of Goha Yuga to do if Oda Yuga wins was to stop doing bad things. Now first of all, if Goha Yuga loses, would he uphold this agreement? Because he's evil, so he's not really gonna say, you know, oh I lost, I better not do anything evil anymore. And secondly, does this rule apply to Nanaho? Because if not, then Goha Yuga can order Nanaho and the ninjas to do his dirty work. Personally, I think Yuga should have requested something more specific, like if I win, Monster Reborn goes on the ban list so it can never be used again. That way, Goha Yuga just becomes a normal, overpowered, crazy duelist, and the Monster Reborn memory sealing ritual can't take place. Seeing Yuga go after Goha Yuga on his own stays in line with Yuga's characteristics and personality, as he's not one for putting his friends in danger. Plus it shows a level of self-guilt in how Yuga feels, because he feels like he created this mess, therefore he should be the only one affected if he was to fail. But seeing Yuga collapse broke my heart in this episode, as this guy really did try his best and he's been doing so and struggling for ages. He's been working endless nights to complete that delete all formats road, and if you mix in that self-blame plus the physical injury sustained from his duel with Tiger, his little body just couldn't go on and it gave up. With Luke jumping in to take Yuga's place, it did remind me of Kaiba versus Noah, in where Kaiba turned to stone and Yugi had to take his place using Kaiba's deck to win. However, will things go that smoothly for Luke? Will he be able to use the cards effectively to get the W? Obviously, Luke has never used spellcasters in the anime before, and with both Sevens Road, Magician and Witch in the graveyard, things are not looking good for our blue-haired spiky protagonist. Based on the next episode preview, it looks like Luke might be losing, as we see a massive wave of energy attacking him, followed by a shot of his eyes, darkening as a memory of himself and Yuga flashes before his very eyes. It looks like a scene from episode 1 where Yuga is on his dual bike, I think, but it's not that clear. Personally, I think this duel is ending in a no result / technically Luke loses, but not officially. Luke will be about to lose just as the final attack is called, but before it hits, Tiger jumps in the way, bursting through the door that's trapping them all behind, and interrupts, taking the memory vanishing ritual attack instead. This goes in line with the whole idea of Luke not forgiving Tiger. We see Tiger obviously acting very secretive and aggressive in the previous episodes, but as well as the fact is she's gone off training on her own, which I feel like might be a little bit of a red herring. I feel like Tiger is still around watching over everything that goes on. Although if Luke does lose his memories, something dumb will surely restore it, like obviously his crown or gears and his dislike for them. But the biggest question would be, if Luke loses his memories, would he forget about Roman's curry? Logic would say yes, because it's tied to Roman, who he met through dueling. And like we saw with the food group, they forgot that they've already met Roman and just knew her as the cute guitarist from the Roa Roman band. One line from Dole that really needs to be talked about is how Monster Reborn ritual does not work on AIs or machines, only humans. So this means either Kaizo will be the hero that everyone needs, or the real hero will arrive in the form of the Luke Man. The real hero will arrive in the form of the Luke Man. I said it twice because he's that important. Also, I really liked Mimi in this episode, as her actions were like that of a concerned mother. And is basically what she should be. She should be concerned about Yoshio and the way he's acting because he's been memory vanished. As well as the fact is, her concern also extended to Yuo, because now he's very much baby-like in the way his expressions and the sounds that he is making. To be honest, it was kind of creepy and painful to watch at the same time when looking at Yuo's digression. And the last thing I want to talk about is something that is really quick, and that is the opening. I really like the changes to the visuals that they've shown, because it showcases our main four's fusion monsters, which isn't really that, groundbreaking, but I appreciated it because it helps freshen things up a little bit more. Overall, this was a great episode of Sevens, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen next episode. Will this be Luke's first lost because he's not using his dragons? Or will something happen? Either way, it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see it. Let me know all of your thoughts, opinions, and theories in the comment section down below. And I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. And of course, I'll be seeing you next time. Have a great day. Alligator, madane. Goodbye.